All the expectations so far, he looks strong. They will try and make sure they get a goal, although making sure you get a goal at the penalty is obviously far from easy.
It's not easy there, Zidane. Carlos Zidane making the move wide, and here is Zinedine Zidane. Corner for Real Madrid.
I think they're going to have to be very, very careful of Zinedine Zidane.
Vigo taking the game to Panathinaikos early on, and that hit Raul. Stellades, lovely little touch there from Raul to Zidane, opening up the Greek defence. Roberto Carlos, the ball across Moriente. Zidane tipping that one forward, and Elguera good. Stellades to Zidane, who's been very active these opening moments.
I thought Roberto Carlos had his hands all over Zidane back. He maybe even appeared to flail out an arm at him.
Maybe he was just annoyed. Nothing special, but just keeps it ticking along, Zidane. Here he is again. Zidane. It's like Panathinaikos are going to be waiting for Madrid a little bit deep.
I think they are, and then they'll try and catch them on the break, using the pace more than anything else.
Panathinaikos getting men behind the ball, which means Madrid will have to be precise, and this is exactly what they are been doing. Zidane! Dora just keeping things moving. Gets Elguera. That's a lovely ball. Zidane! Good chance for Zidane!
Very, very hard.
Panathinaikos are getting men behind the ball. They're trying to close those spaces up, but Madrid picking those spaces open a little bit too easy. Some space though. He's also got Zinedine Zidane in support, and there is Zidane just calmly working him steadiness, but he's got too much on that one.
Yeah, calmly worked himself in position and then rather rashly put the cross in with his left.
Lovely ball with the outside of his foot to Roberto Carlos. Zidane would just quickening things up a little bit. Zidane chips it in. Moriente. Madrid have possession again. Roberto Carlos and Zidane already starting to form a dangerous partnership on that left-hand side of midfield. Stellades. Elguera. 5 minutes here in the Bernabeu. It's Real Madrid 0, Panathinaikos 0. Zidane to Morientes. Henriksen just clearing that one to Fernando Hierro. Morientes again. Zidane. And there Bassina's back on the pitch. Zidane chips it in. Oh, brilliant header, brilliant save. Reflexes to get in on it. Zidane battling hard. Just gets a little return pass from Stellades.
The problem with that kind of plan is if it doesn't work, you have no plan B.
But he's cleared it. Zidane just got caught there as he tried to turn. Let's have a look. I think it's Henriksen who goes through him now.
Hits the deck. And one of two things can happen. Either he can get the penalty or the game goes on. But it tends to be a gamble on a penalty which Raul takes. And if he doesn't get the penalty, sometimes what he does get is the chance to turn. I'm not quite so sure about that one, actually.
Once again, it was Mikhailson, I think, in with the challenge. Tricky to see, isn't it? Referee giving Madrid the free kick. He gets the ball, actually.
There's definitely some contact, but he does get the ball. Advantage over Madrid is they're a much bigger side. Physically, they're a more imposing team. The Michaels will be thinking to themselves, well, they won't keep being patient, Madrid, if they don't find some sort of break.
Had a lot of room there, Zidane, and he's done really well to hold off Sousa. Still Zinedine Zidane. Stellades, lovely back heel from. And then Pavon opens it up nicely to Zinedine Zidane. Elguera pushing forward, but it's given away there by Ivan Elguera. The referee allowing play on there. Zidane just looked at tug a little bit.
Well, to be honest, I mean, I didn't think there was any doubt that Zidane tugged him. I think actually Zidane stopped, or momentarily stopped. Elisa Debe particularly has barely seen the ball. I mean, Constantino has a little bit more because he's dropped a little deeper looking. Look at where they might.
Sorry, Seita Davis really tried to do a little bit too much down here. Zidane working himself for space. Zidane! and that ball. Zidane was trying to carve out the chance. He could have shot there. Maybe he could have shot there.
Could have done.
And there they just closed the door. 6.5 minutes to the break. It's still 0-0 in the Bernabeu.
I think sometimes the fans get frustrated with him because they see him as a player who doesn't do enough with the ball, but that's because he's not trying to do anything.
Talk about doing enough with the ball. Brilliant pass from Zidane, and there, with 5 minutes remain. Shouldn't really score from that angle. Nicopolidis won't be very pleased with that. It's a great finish.
No, but that said, it's the only place it could have gone that he wouldn't have saved it, because you just can't close your legs when it's hit that hard.
And think about it. Because on 41 minutes, Ivan Helguera has broken the deadlock here in the Santiago Bernabeu. Brilliant pass from Zidane. Great control from Helguera, and a powerful keep it at 1-0 at the break. Whereas Madrid have a minute and a half if they want to double their lead. I think if they could score a second, Madrid, it would basically be game over. Just losing control there, Celades, but the Madrid defence in position, just keeping things moving. Pretty frightening stuff from Real Madrid. This Roberto Carlos, balls across the face at the end.
All he could really do was react to a lovely pass from Zidane, a really lovely pass. I think it's Figo that then flicks Roberto Carlos' cross on. It is all Raul can do. Bandaged up, he's just got a little cut now on one side and a little bit of
Well, they've certainly had a bit of work on him in the half-time break. Zidane will run the show for the first 20. Zidane. Lovely little bit of skill there from Zidane. He's got 4 players around him. Yeah, we're trying to thread it through. It's back of Zidane. Luis Figo lines up the shot. Now.
Well, I mean, Constantino is about 4 times the size of Roberto Carlos in terms of height. And
there is none. It's back with Aitor Karanka and Zidane, who's also trying to get involved in these first. Helguera. Zidane. Luis Figo. Looking for Salgado, who's just made the run now. Zidane's picked him out. Brilliant pass. Salgado. Roberto Carlos' game's just stepped up a little bit in intensity.
Yeah, it has, because both moved, the flag was going to go up.
We've had 15 minutes of the second half here in the Santiago Bernabeu. It's still Real Madrid 1. That goal scored by Ivan Helguera. Panathinaikos 2. Salgado getting forward. Zidane.
But it's been a reasonably positive start to the second half for them, a reasonably positive opening, 18, 19 minutes. And they've seen, I think, Panathinaikos, one of the things that's relatively important, that they've pushed on.
Penalty area. Roberto Carlos to Zidane. Very Zidane turning. Just creates 3 or 4 yards. Great pass from Figo, lovely little knockback from Raul. And Zidane with Akers, just to look up. Gives it back to Roberto Carlos. Zidane.
As much as anything else, because they've looked fairly comfortable for the most part. I mean, they've...
It's not a good pass there from Basinas. Zidane.
Yeah, it's because he tracked Basinas all the way back on the run.
Here is Zidane with a little bit of space as we're into the last 15 minutes of normal time in the Bernabeu. That's what the fans want to see, those little turns from Zidane.
A superb little triangle to keep the ball, wasn't it?
And well, the attempted flick over the top, Zidane couldn't quite get there. The Olays are ringing around the Bernabeu. Certainly Madrid in complete control at the moment.
Yeah, and the thing about the Olays ringing round is it there encourages Madrid just to keep the ball, because there's a sense of satisfaction, and also there's a sense just of...
They're gone a bit quiet at the moment.
Well, the European nights do tend to bring the best out of the Madrid fans as well, because for the first, I mean, Spanish fans tend not to travel all that much, so in European nights suddenly you get 2, 3, 4,000 away fans, and they're singing a little bit further across, and Casillas wouldn't be able to...
Would have been a consolation goal.
Exactly.
Ifs and ands. Here's Zidane.
To bring other people into the play.
but Madrid have never, apart from one save from Iker Casillas in the second half when it was 1-1.